Hello, my dear Libras. This is the Sunwoman. Welcome to my channel. For those who are current subscribers, welcome back as always. And to my new viewers, new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm the Sunwoman, and I'm a nurse empath, an intuitive astrologer, and intuitive reader. And I'm here to help guide you on this journey and help raise your consciousness. So thank you so much for taking the time to stop by the channel, and I'm going to be doing a reading now for the month of May for my beautiful Libras. If you like this reading and it resonates for you and you'd like a personal reading, please go ahead and contact me. The information, contact me, is in the box below. And I can be reached on Channelize for live readings as well as pre-recorded readings via YouTube link. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for Libra for this month of May. Libra, this is a very intense time, well, for all of us, but definitely intense for you. There's a lot of squared energy with you, with several planets in Capricorn, Jupiter, Pluto, very powerful conjunction. Those conjunctions, if you have Libra rising, would be taking place in your 4th house. So there may be some tremendous and intense, powerful changes going on for you within your home, with your family situation. Many of you could be. Some of you could be separating from family members or could be separate from family members at this difficult time. There could be some changes for you regarding your home situation. Could be some changes regarding parental figures, mother, father. And so, you're definitely having to put a lot of your focus on that 4th house energy, which is the foundation of the chart, and which are our foundations, our home, and our family. Okay. Mars is in Aquarius, and for part of the month, and so there may be some desire to really get things moving with a romantic partner. Definitely some masculine energy there that could be very compatible with you. Some of you may, Mars is interesting because Mars can be energy and an energizer, but Mars can also indicate conflict. So some of you, may be dealing with conflict in in a romantic relationship. Also, the 5th house has to do with our kids, biological children. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see what the messages are here for Libra for the month of May. I'm going to do a 6-card tarot reading. I'm using the Tattoo Tarot, one of my favorite decks here. So let's see what's going on with Libra for the month of May. And then I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Tao Oracle deck, one to start the reading and one to finish the reading. Libra. What does Libra need to know for the month of May? Libra for May. Okay. Cards start. So, wow, so this is interesting. This is a card that one of the other signs got. I'm trying to remember who it was, but this is before completion. Okay, so some of you may be walking on eggshells. That's big. When I see this card, there is definitely a need to be careful where you step. Be careful with your dealings with others. Some of you may have a lot of uncertainty right now, and it's interesting because this card can indicate discord, disagreement, basically unstable conditions, right? So for many of us, we're dealing with a lot of instability in the world around us. I have Libra rising, so, I understand this same energy very strongly, and really, needing to be very careful and wanting to be very careful about the steps that you take from this point forward. What I can say to you with this card is that it's the end of a cycle, because this is card number 64. 6 and 4 is 10. And you see on this card, the person is walking across this ice. Behind him, the ice is breaking, okay? And he or she is very carefully moving forward across this ice that is really cracking behind. So there's a need to be careful as far as the steps that you take. The card says loss of faith. The keywords are important, but I also, feel that just to interpret this, you are moving towards calmer shores. You're moving towards more certainty, more stability. But right now, the message here is that you cannot go back, right? So he or she cannot go back onto this broken ice, the direction that they came. There's the only way to go is forward. So you may have to leave things in the past that are broken. You may have to leave things in the past that have been removed or taken away, okay? And again, with that Pluto and Capricorn energy in your fourth house, there could definitely have been shakeups at the base of your life, because that's what the fourth house definitely represents, the base foundation of our lives, whatever that might be. Okay, and you also again have Saturn in Aquarius as well. So Saturn talks about restrictions, and Saturn in Aquarius in that fifth house with Mars, there could be in relationship situation, obstacles to move forward. You want to move, but there are things that are holding you back, limitations, responsibilities, obligations that are preventing you from being able to move forward with an emotional relationship perhaps, or again in some situation, if you have children, that may have to do with your children. Your children could be restricting you from being able to move forward in a romantic relationship because of your obligations there, okay? So let's look at the past. All right, I do read reversals in my readings, but I see reversals as a blockage of energy, okay, as something that's holding that energy from being able to express itself. You have the Two of Swords reversed, and you have the High Priestess reversed. So major arcana with Two of Swords here. So talking about limitations, talking about blockages, the Two of Swords for me is restrictions. It's the inability to make forward movement, forward progress. With the High Priestess, there's a need coming into May to use your intuition, to see things clearly, really to see where it is that you cannot go backwards, right? Whatever that situation may be. And some of you may be fighting your intuition. Some of you may be resisting what your intuition is trying to tell you. And so in doing that, you're blocking yourself from being able to make a solid decision of where you want to be, who you want to be with, what the next step is. So what I definitely recommend is that you do your best to try to reverse this High Priestess energy, and take some time to be alone. Take some time to meditate. Take some time to focus on the reality. Okay, there's a definite need to focus on the reality of a situation rather than what you want it to be. Okay, the Two of Swords for me always represents someone who is maybe guarding their heart, or the way she's crossing her heart with the swords, it's like she doesn't want to let anybody in. She's blocking her heart chakra, And so, it may be something where you have had some pain, some heartache, separation, a stressful communication, stressful emotional situation, and you are blocking yourself from, you're blocking that heart energy because you don't want to make a decision. You would rather wear your blinders. And with the High Priestess reversed as well, the High Priestess is a seer. She has very strong, powerful, intuitive powers, okay? Those are her superpowers. She can see beyond the veil. So my question to you, Libra, is why are you blocking yourself from being able to see through the mist? Okay, you have the ability to do that. The only blockages, the only limitations that you have in knowing what your best next steps are, what you have to leave behind, and where you have to move next are the limitations and the blocks that you're putting on yourself. Okay? So that's coming into May. So let's see what the current energy is here. All right, so we have definitely the theme here, and as I said, I have Libra rising, so I definitely resonate with this reading. Talking about preventing yourself from moving on. Why are you preventing yourself from moving forward, Libra? Okay, you have the Hangman here, who is currently on you with the Two of Pentacles reversed. So again, another two. Look at this. This is amazing. You have the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the High Priestess is two. So a lot of dual energy here, a lot of choices that need to be made here, and the need for you to allow yourself to see things clearly. Now, you have swords here, you have pentacles, we're equal as far as the suits that we have here. So I'm not seeing yet what the basis of this is, but it could be financial situation. It could be delays or blockages, or you holding yourself back from making decisions that will improve the financial situation. Some of you are feeling like you're in limbo right now and unable to make a decision, but there's always a choice. Okay, there's always a choice. And there is always an opportunity to make a change, or to make a decision, or to have something, to allow something to move, whether it's external process or internal process, right? But you have to figure out whether it's A or whether it's B. Okay, some of you could be having some financial difficulties here, having a difficult time balancing your finances, having to juggle, having to, take from here in order to put it there, and vice versa, and really feeling like you've been hung out to dry. So if you're in a financial situation right now that is unstable, there is a need to take a look around you at what you can affect and what you cannot affect right now. Okay, and I do feel again that even though you may feel like you're moving through mud, okay, it's mud as opposed to concrete. Okay, you have to, with the Hangman, turn things around and see them from a different perspective. Okay, so there is a strong need for perspective here to see your way out of a frustrating situation. All right, I hope I'm putting the cards back in the same area, but it's okay. The energy is all relative. So that's the current energy right now. I'm going to pull, before I go to the end here, I'm going to pull one more card. I've been doing that, and I just want to get some clarity on what we're talking about here. If it's finances, if it's what are the decisions that are being blocked? Oh yes, and this Hangman was upside down, right? Okay. All right, now stay with me with the reversals, okay? Because the reversals talk about tension that needs to be released also, All right. So let's see. Let's get some clarity. What's this decision that Libra needs to make? What is the decision? Okay. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, so you've seen me shuffle these cards, Libra. So, my deck is not reversed. This is just how the energy's coming out. And again, with these squares that you're experiencing with Capricorn, this makes sense. Okay, this is that energy. But the Seven of Wands, you need to stick up for yourself. You're not doing that. Why are you not doing that? Why are you not defending what is yours? What is it that you are resisting to fight for? Because the thing about the Seven of Wands is that if you fight for it, you could be victorious. You could be successful. You could fight your way out of whatever this is. And, with the heart here, it may take a little more courage than you usually have to summon. The heart situation, it could have to do with an emotional situation. Could also have to do with health. Okay, maybe some of you are feeling blocked in your efforts to to stay healthy, to guard your health. Maybe you feel stress, anxiety, pressure because of the current state of the world right now and the fight that we're all in. In some ways for survival. So for some reason, Libra, I think what has happened here, and this is the message that just came. You are thrown off balance. This whole situation has thrown you off balance. And if this resonates for you, okay, then, this message is for you. If it doesn't resonate for you, then, definitely check your rising or your sun sign. But I think that Libra is the sign of the scales, right? So Libras are very sensitive to their environment. They're very sensitive to things being in balance. The need for there to be justice, fairness, whether it's on a personal level or even a global level. And I think that you are feeling defeated in some way because of what's going on right now, because you are feeling this energy. And if it is not because of global developments, then again, it could be your financial situation. It could be a frustration that, what's happening in another country or around the world has now thrown your sense of balance off kilter. Okay? All right, so let's see what's coming up for the end of May. All right, so Justice and the Wheel of Fortune coming up reversed. Okay, so for many of my Libras, it may take time for this situation to fix itself. It may take time for whatever you're going through right now, whether it's a financial situation, whether it is just you feeling off center, off balance. Justice is here. That is your card. You are feeling upside down. There are blockages here. Time is going to heal whatever this situation is, okay? In time, there will be balance again. Have that hope, because the Wheel of Fortune is a positive card. Whether it comes up upside down or right side up, it talks about change. When the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, though, it's going to take some time, and it may take more time than you are ready for. But some things, understand, Libra, are out of our control. Sometimes we have to let go and just let God. And we have to work on controlling the things that are that we can affect and that we can control, and what we cannot, we have to just give it up. Okay? We have to give it up to the universe, to spirit, to God. Okay? So, yes, I feel that even, through the month of May, you may still be feeling off center here, okay? I'm going to pull one more card. Let's just see. Okay, so we have a King of Swords reversed here. So there may be some kind of legal situation that you are concerned about. That may be part of what's going on here. And I'm sorry, Libra, that all the cards came upside down, but, let me know in the comments if this does apply to you. It definitely resonates with me. There could be a air sign energy person in your life, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or this could be you. The King of Swords is a person who is an idea person, a communicator. It's he or she, is someone who is a very accurate judge of character, of situations, an intellectual person. Definitely much more intellectual than emotional. So I definitely feel like this could be you off balance. It could be you feeling like this entire situation that's going on right now is extremely unfair and frustrated because of the time that it's taking for things to right themselves. Let's go ahead and see what the final card is. Okay. All right. Beautiful. So the final card for your reading here is the number 46 card. Wow, look at this. You've got the 64 card before completion at the beginning, and you've got the 46 card at the end. Both of those equal 10. 6 and 4, 4 and 6 equal 10. So for me, this is endings and this is beginnings, right? Pushing forward is the oracle card here. What does that mean? Well, it talks about steady progress. It talks about gaining confidence, accepting challenges, a promotion, receiving recognition. All right, so this is beautiful because look at this. Just what we were talking about here, that the situation will improve. It will correct itself, but it's going to take a little more time than you may want it to. So things may not be back the way that you want them to be or that they were by the end of May. Again, think about that card before completion. He can't go back across that ice. That ice there's danger there, right? There's instability there. He or she has to keep moving forward across that ice. Carefully, gingerly, thoughtfully, in order to take careful steps and get to the other side safely, right? In the outcome here, though, it says push forward. Okay, push upward, push forward. So don't let the instability or don't let the frustration or the delays or that things are not moving as fast or that you can't go back to where you were before. Don't let that thwart you. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that prevent you from keeping your dreams alive and keeping your hopes alive and keeping your goals in front of you, because this mushroom is pushing up. Okay, and if you've ever seen those nature films where they show you they speed up the motion of a seed sprouting, it is incredible the amount of effort that sprout, that seedling has to make in order to break through the earth. But it does. And it does that because it is genetically engineered to do that, right? By God, by nature, by Mother Nature, by that DNA. Okay, it has to keep moving and it has to break through towards the sun. All right, so keep this in mind in these moments where you may be feeling frustrated, where you may be feeling like you have to juggle, like your efforts are frustrated, like you can't move forward or there's delay in your progress. keep moving forward, because at the end, giving this the best effort that you can under your circumstances, under the limitations or the ties or the boundaries that you are working in, there is going to be some steady progress. You can make steady progress. This is telling you to accept this as a challenge, right? Everything doesn't always come easy in life. That's adulting, right? And we're not always going to be able to strive and be successful under the easiest set of circumstances, okay? This is, an energy right now that is global for all of us. So on an individual level, know that, yes, okay, this is a challenge that you have to accept. Are you going to give up on your dreams? Are you going to let this, change you and turn you upside down and make you bitter and make you angry, make you strike out verbally maybe to the people around you, make you, depressed or anxious, or, you cannot allow circumstances to define who you are. You have to define who you are, okay? So a need here for you to keep moving forward, keep staying confident, do whatever it takes to keep growing, even if it is a small step. All right. So say you were looking for a new job, and right now, whatever industry it is slowing down. They're not hiring right now. Okay. So can you learn a new skill? Can you improve on the skills that you have? Can you in some way make progress that adds on to who you are? Then do that. Okay, and also, I'm just looking here, intuition is going to be very important here. What I told you about the High Priestess, right? Use your intuition. Stop blocking your intuition. Stop letting other people or letting situations or fear. I feel like there's fear here, Libra, and I don't want you to be afraid. Because this too shall pass. Okay, this is part of, the human experience. Okay, if you're able to breathe, and if you are able to move, and if you are healthy and you are strong, then you've already won the battle. Okay, because you're here, and that life force is with you, and that life force is strong. So do whatever you can to keep moving forward, keep progressing. This energy, whatever it takes to turn this around, to clear away those blockages, to clear away the feeling of not being able to move, there is some direction that you can go in. There's something that you can do right now. Use your intuition to find it. Okay, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. All right, my beautiful Libras, thank you so much for your time with me. If this message resonates and you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me through the information in the box below. I wish you all good things. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe, and as always, I bid you Namaste.